towards bot. Bro do have a lot of catch and punish potential though, and historically they have been pretty good with those type of comps, but a lot of pressure on Umti. So if Sandbox can track Umti, make sure that their bot lane is safe while shoving.
Right, let's hop on the Rift here for game number 1. All right, Willa going to head towards his Rift Scuttler. Should be able to take that one down. Kyle just helping him out there. Very comfortably. Realm Warp in hand here for Karis, which is like a much bigger Rift Warp that you can only use once. Death Charge coming in. Gets the flash out from Envy. Umti celebrates with an ultimate. Not sure what that was about. Didn't quite find the mark though, as the Realm Warp was not taken there by Karis.
I do think overall we have seen that in these type of kind of slower stalemate games, Ashe support is so strong because you can just fire off arrows.
Well, Umti may suffer at the hands of one of those, as Morgan is counter-striking a wave. Chains of Corruption comes in there as the arrow is going to be flashed. Umti able to turn that into farming some camps, which is fun, as Will is going to have to run away from that one. Depth Charge comes in. Great piercing arrow there as well. But it's all just disengage on the side of Bro. Means that this Rift Scuttler is going to be taken by Live Sandbox, and they have no interest in the Drake whatsoever.
Yeah, 2024, 27 maybe.
But remember, we're definitely going to break that record, because it's not even about whether First Blood has happened or not. It's about an idea. As the arrow is going to connect, Closer makes his way into the background, and oh dear, we may actually get some action as Rift Walk comes in. Umti's actually going to get dragged back from over the wall. He's trying to get out of First Blood, goes to Breon, as into the backline goes the Lord, and he is very upset about all of this killing and shenanigans that's been going on. Realm Warp to come forward as Kyle's in trouble. Karis flashing immediately. It's a double kill for Morgan, the absolute and utter warlord on the Rift, as Closer goes down as well. This Jax is so online, and Bro might take something else on the map. Maybe, are they doing Baron?
I don't think gonna hit 16 just yet. Getting very, very close, and they really need that damage. Arrow comes.
Arrow? Oh,
not gonna hit anyone.
It was going very quickly. Pretty exciting, as Morgan leaps onto a Rift-walking Kassadin. Therefore, nothing happens whatsoever. They are going to give up the objective, but is there going to be some sort of fight that happens afterwards? As Closer, Rune prisoned. What are prisons able to be given out here by Bro, as the hook's going to connect there onto Envy. Depth Charge comes through, but Paranoia is going to deny any vision.
Oh, I was a little worried that we were actually going to have some action, but
I know.
Fortunately,
Bro, like, they saw the lights go out and they're like, oh, sorry, yes. No, of course. The daunting task of fighting against Bro. As Effort, gonna find Envy once again. Oh, the shield and the combo is beautiful. The Sivir not allowed to play the game. I remember what Nautilus is supposed to do. You press all of your CC buttons on stuff. Beautifully done. Bro, 4 versus 5 now, capable of heading towards the Baron. What can Live Sandbox do about it?
Or do you think they're still taking a risk here? Willer is alive. Turning here is a good call.
Well, Hook is going to go entirely wide for the moment, but Effort, if they wait just a little while longer, is going to have it back available yet again. Bertle goes down, and he's supposed to be a tank. Willa dives into the pit. Can he steal it? The answer's no. As Willa, no, he's still in there. He's still alive, but he's going to die regardless. It was Closer that fell down before. And Bro have just been snowballing extremely slowly. You know, this is like you're watching a snowball, an avalanche or something, come down the mountain, but it's in about 0.6 frames per second or frames per minute. And so it is moving, but you just don't even know until your Nexus is covered in the avalanche or snow or giant snowball or whatever this is. Because Pro are going to win this game, Chronicler. And Kyle is going to get hooked, and he's dead. Ooh, stopwatch check as well, Chronicler. There are 4 unbroken stopwatches. Pristine ability to tell the time here on the side of Bro. As Close is going to get hooked. There's the Depth Charge. He's in the bouncy castle as Willa dives into the backline and explodes. Multiple people just breaking their watches on the ground. And bro, they don't need them because they know exactly what time it is. It is time to destroy the Nexus of Live Sandbox and head towards game number 2 of this series. Well, I mean, it's not time right now. It's not, but it's soon going to be time. As another hook is going to connect. And Bertel is Cassante. It's almost time. The time is... It's coming up.
Well, Willer is spawning, so maybe we should back up and get Soul, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hook is going to connect. As Cassante is dead, Morgan diving forward. Envy Spell Shield is going to be there, and I think with that kill, it is now time. Bro have told us it's time. And the Nexus goes down. Bro wins game number 1. And I don't think anyone really doubted it.
And that's really all there was to it.
Yeah.
A couple of really nice hooks from Effort and Umti. And maybe we just keep... Everyone else can play their fun things. Just keep putting effort on engage reports. You are staring down some scary, scary pressure in that Elise and Renekton. But overall, the Bro comp to me, don't think it works that well together, right? The value of Merc threats is going to be extremely high here. Once Wheeler picks those up, going to be able to fight pretty reliably. Even wouldn't mind it if Bertel picks them up as well, right?
We can think about that as we hop into the game.
Have we not? Did we not do the whole... What's that with Veldus? I don't know. Everything blends together. I think it was with Veldus, actually. We talked about Turling yesterday.
What is the most majestic animal possible? As Morgan is in a bit of trouble here and he's dead. That's Willer picking up first blood. And we mentioned whether or not Umti would be heading top lane. We didn't talk about Willer, and Willer is definitely going top lane.
He's killed the crocodile, man.
Yeah.
Just took him down. When you won one thing, they do another.
Yeah. Actually, I really like that. I really respect that. I think that's a good one.
Okay. As Bertel is on the receiving end of Renekton and Elise.
Well, let's see how the riposte minigame is going to go, and pretty well for Bertel, as it turns out. Morgan doing his best to zone where he can.
Can just loop back. Umti still has Cocoon. But Wheeler is on his way.
Yeah, let's see how the 2v2 is going to go. As Willer moves over, they know exactly what's going on. Can they actually make this work?
They don't need to.
Yeah, or they just
yeah.
allow it to happen. Okay, fair enough. So, we currently have Morgan with a slight CS advantage. The wave in a pretty good spot for Bertel.
They're a wise team. They've been around for a while.
Okay.
Umti's
going to skitter away as best he can. Closer goes on a bit of a ride, but otherwise isn't going to find too much. As Kyle back down towards his bottom side is Umti. Never mind. He can just repel to the blast cone. He'll be absolutely A-okay. Smiting the Krogs as well. He'll be all right. So, as the dust settles, too much to worry about. Willer is going to find Henna just walking towards him, though. Heal to come down from effort. So therefore, all is fine. As that is a flash forward from Morgan. Slice! Where's the dice? There it is. He doesn't even need it. He just culls the Meek. And that's Morgan getting one back. That's a solo kill. Not too much going to come from it. As Karis and Effort off to the side. Glacial Prison. Gonna go wide here. And there's the Emperor's Divide. Sweeps in the Crocodile. The Dominus almost gets something done, but not enough as Umti. He's gonna steal away the Rift Herald. And he makes it out. They have to trade it for their Crocodile, and they don't get to pick up the eye. That was pretty cool. It is very frightening. And remember, this is one of the picks that Henna has always been pretty good at, to be perfectly honest. Even when we weren't saying all that many good things about Henna's play in previous years, his Varus is always something that Bro has been able to stand behind. All right, Karis decides that it is now time for him to take this, and Umti is going to be able to give it to him. Very nicely done. Yep.
As Envy is probably dead. Does have Flash and Cleanse.
Yeah, he does at least have Cleanse available. Cocoon would have hit him if there wasn't a minion there, and he's just going to take 1 trillion damage and die.
That's a solo bolo.
That is indeed a solo bolo. That is also 0 summoner spells invested. I think Envy was pretty well aware that he was super dead. All right, stun is going to be mitigated. Very nicely done with the riposte. not too much to worry about as far as top lanes are concerned. 17 CS lead for Morgan. And that may continue to be a fun time for a little bit longer here for the Renekton. Getting towards that Gore Drinker ever so slowly. Karis, not too worried as Willer is thinking about coming in. There is the... okay, they're wondering who's going to do it. Who's going to do it? It's actually going to reset. The impatience of this lady. Not another blast cone available. Willer can't get over the wall, but Umpty, I love it. You know, just stands his ground. All right, Arrow soaring towards the Syndra once again. This time he nails it. And Closer has got the ult. Karis is just going to walk towards his turret, however. And seems as though...
Yeah, I think might still be wishes available though as well. Yeah. Kyle, but nice sidesteps and reinforcements are there.
Oh, there we go. I mean, the reinforcement is a lone Soraka for the moment.
Yeah, but
maybe it's fine. Yeah, mid laner and support. I guess we're all things equal. It's fine. So we're just going to chill underneath the turret. Flash unavailable here for Karis. Closer has his, but he's just going to let him live for now. I think you're pretty psyched about trying to collect both of these dragons.
Keep waiting for Sandbox to go and do stuff. And it's so weird because... Oh, there we go!
Yeah, Emperor's Divide. That is going to throw away the Spider. The flash comes in. Willer's going to follow him immediately. Wish comes down, but it's not enough to save him. And now Bertel is running for effort here. Can he find the Soraka is the question. The answer is yes, but not enough. As Morgan, he's not phased. Hannah, not phased. Now Willer is going to clear out this control ward. Of course, Karis knows, and he also has his mates coming in. Kyle, there's a full gameplay button that he had to hit there. I believe Hannah would have had to flash if he was going to actually kill the Heimerdinger. Kyle did have to flash to get himself out of there. So, basically I do everything to deserve the good stuff, and that's why we get games like this. This Closer going to find an Emperor's Divide onto Karis here, who's just going to walk it off. Does still have flash available. Closer now trying to fight Umpty. It's not necessarily working, but Bertel making his way up. This could be a 5v5. Exactly right. Wish is still at the ready, guys. Things could get even better for Bro in this team fight as far as recovery is concerned. And there is the Dark Sphere. Oh, that is gorgeous. Another arrow. This time it's going to land onto Effort, who heals. Still holding on to the ulti as Bro will slowly and methodically move towards Soul Point.
It's all calculated, Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
But their health bars are low, and Douglas is timing out. So now Close can get pride on the wave. Ultimate's coming back up soon.
Ooh, Bertel, this is a juicy flank that he's found here. Willer going down relatively low as Henna. A little bit split from the team. Effort is going to find Bertel. Going to start healing up the rest of the team now as well. Remember, he is in a little bit of trouble, but he just keeps healing and healing after hitting Bertel with his Q over and over again.
Wasn't able to. Teleport available.
Drake resetting.
Ultimate also there. We've been fighting over this Drake for about a minute now, Atlas.
We have indeed. Effort, still game state, absolutely the same. Arrow once again going to be avoided, as is Willer's ultimate as well. Umpty diving on top of Envy. He's going to flash his way out. Bertel desperately trying to get in there, but he's just unable to. The single target CC is too strong. It's Closer. Oh no, the Emperor's Divide is good, but everyone's dead. And Bro just keeps everyone alive. Look at these health bars. They're absurdly low finally. Closer is going to do it as Umpty. He wants to be the hero. He'll find one. And the Soraka lives. Of all targets, the Soraka lives.
Trust me.
Well, the arrow is going to hit as in goes Closer. Emperor's Divide doesn't actually hit onto Karis for the damage. As Morgan, he doesn't want to be on that side of the wall, and he's going to flash to get himself back out again. The phalanx of Bro has been put back together once again, much like Humpty Dumpty from the nursery rhyme. And there is the snare onto Closer as well. Willer, the Winter does not have very much wrath. You're going to miss it like that. As Bro will back away. Willer is able to walk away. That's his strategy, as an arrow is going to connect once again. Glacial Prison comes forward. Some damage. As now Bertel once again looking for that flank angle. Effort caught on the back end. He throws through the Wish. He heals himself closer, finds a massive divide, and now Umpty, can he stay alive? Can Morgan stay alive? The answer is yes, and they wipe the floor with them. Oh, closer, it looked so good.
It was good. Like Cal and Envy are full health.
Okay, repel. Umpty will think about, you know, his decisions in the sky and then come down and say, my decisions were great.
It could have been fun. It just didn't have to go into the choke point. They already had won the fight.
Karis is addicted to arrows. He loves getting hit by arrows.
Wait, closer STP. They can stall. I don't know if they have the time though. The poke is not
10
enough.
seconds.
No, it's just not enough damage.
Not going to work out as Envy and Kyle have to get out of there, and Umpty secures the Baron. He will choose to take those at any time.
Envy is almost level 16 as well, and he does actually have a ton of CD. The one upside is Birdo is on free items, and he should actually be good because Morgan has also been itemizing specifically to deal with the extreme amount of magic damage that's available.
Oh, that's a Mikhail's. Going to actually be used this time around as Morgan struggling in this matchup now. As you were talking about, Hullbreaker done. Yeah. Side lanes belong to Birtle as Chains of Corruption sail wide. The Arrow's going to do the same thing. Willer actually interrupted as the gameplay button comes out from Karis. It's not quite enough as Henna picks it up. Doesn't even need the flash. He just lands that one. He lures them into a false sense of security by missing 2 skill shots in a row and then nails the 2 that matter.
Oh, Birtle.
Well, let's see whether Morgan can keep himself alive here. He does manage to break all the weaknesses. The flash goes forward, and Morgan, he may have done it, he did it! Oh, the Lord himself picks up the solo kill under the turret. He baits him in. What an expert.
Yep.
All right, well, Birtle just going to scope out what's going on. There is a jungler here, as now they're going to fight the Fiora. She does get stunned up, as now Umpty goes golden. He's also got a few other buttons he can press, but he goes up into the sky, dives down now. Grand Challenge was already issued. The Baron, they're still fighting it. It's down extraordinarily low. Effort trying to get into that pit to stop it, as the Azir does go down. Baron secured in trade for the Pigeon. And the Drake just forgotten.
Can't they just end?
Maybe.
No Azir.
Yeah.
As I think this Baron is not going to be finished. I'm calling it now. They're not going to finish this Baron.
Well, they're going to look for the turn. Arrow not going to connect. Envy down to 50% health. I'm not entirely sure what was hurting him, but something was. Tower is going to go down. Bro has to do something. We'll see whether they actually do. As Umpty still fighting this Baron. We've got the Wish. It's now being used. As Scatter comes down, the Azir is dead! I repeat, the Azir is dead as Willa not going to be able to get the steal. It is somehow Karis, who had been Flame Horizon. He's 150 CS down, but it does not matter. If I had a vote, I'd give him POG.
There isn't, you can teleport to bot wave here as Bird and try to threaten, but I don't think you have the time. No, they're going to try and contest. 20 seconds until closer is here, but Wheeler is alive. Doesn't have flash available, but does have a smite and a dream, Atlas.
And an Arctic Assault that he could potentially use. As this dragon is down extraordinarily low, it all comes down to this. As Umpty, can you secure it is the question. 37 health and it's secured by Willa. Birtle now trying to dash his way out. Karis is dead, and the rest of Bro have to scatter. That was the most ridiculous decision I have seen since the last time Willa found someone willing to make that decision.
It's happening! 6 games!
Oh.
6 games, Atlas!
Well, remember, Bros still have the Baron buff.
It doesn't matter, they're down in Elder.
Yeah.
Surely the Bros can't hold on here.
Let's see what they can do. The game doesn't end until the Nexus falls. But Morgan is in so much trouble. The GA is popped. Henna is soon to be popped. He takes a gear from a Heimerdinger. He's going to survive for the moment, but he eventually falls. And Liv Sandbox will make us go the distance. Liv Sandbox take us to 6 games on the day and stay alive in the series.
He would.
He would
be that guy.
He could definitely Aurelia this game, especially with the severe amount of magic damage that they already have, right? Because this is Imperial Mandate Ashe, you're going to be empowering things like Maokai and Heimerdinger to do a lot more, and that is the Aurelia locked in. Karras gonna have to deal with that on his Victor now, and remember, this is Closer. This is the champion that he's known for. That's why he has that huge grin on his face. This is for 3rd place in the LCK.
Okay.
But that's a fun question.
Thank you.
He'd probably get my vote, though. Would that be what would yours be?
Carrier?
Yeah, I think Carrier is also a good one, as Karras is going to put down a gravity field. Does make it very difficult for the Aurelia, who's just going to dash as much as she possibly can. Morgan not going to quite find the leap strike to get that counter-strike sorted. So therefore, Closer will be all right for now. That flash on cooldown. Karras held onto his. So while Closer did a lot of things, not a lot of good happened as a result.
Looks cool. Unfortunately, for Closer, not having the flash available, whereas Karras still has his, means that any potential all-in is going to lose a little bit of...
As Flawless Duet comes in, we're just going to head towards this top side because Cassante things are happening and Morgan does not like it. That's first blood solo kill for Bertel.
We've seen this one before. The Jax matchup is a treacherous one.
Makes things difficult as Bertel's going to move this entire mini wave towards the turret. And Bertel gets that ward over as well. Will find the ult to take Morgan all the way out of this one. He is going to have to flash to get back towards his turret, but he may not be out of danger just yet. This is getting real scary, and Bertel's pushing this advantage so well.
Really nicely done by Bertel there. Use the ward to... Oh,
that would have been hilarious.
It would have been, but I still don't think that Brianna's really in a position to fight this. Oh, Bertel.
Well, Morgan gonna get the wish from Effort.
That's also the end of a contest, right?
As the arrow is going to sail towards the top lane. And Morgan had about 5 people telling him that it was happening.
Oh, disaster for Sandbox.
Oh, dear. It's going to be another Chemtech goal. Disaster also for Valdez. I mean, I said outside of League of Legends.
Yeah. So, if you're talking RPGs, it's probably Persona 3.
Okay.
Maybe Persona 4, not quite sure. It's a bit of a back and forth.
Well, arrow going to be cleansed here as Umpty's going to dive towards the Heimerdinger, but Nature's Grasp is coming forward. Let's see whether Effort can keep the piggy alive, and he can.
Very nice.
Buttons are being pressed.
Should be Herald,
though. Not a lot of results, as yes, could be Shirley.
Last year, I read The House of Fata, or The House in Fata Morgana. That's one of the greatest stories that I've ever seen. Oh, boy!
That is a pretty nice flash, but the ulti's still going to come through. Karras puts down a gravity field, but it does not do anything. That is a beautiful pick-off on the Victor. Closer needs these. Takes 3 turret shots because he can. He'll take down this turret as well, most likely.
Very proactive, as I don't know about this one. Bertel might be in some trouble here.
Did Umpty actually get spotted at all? Because I feel like Bertel just walked past him. As he goes Umpty, see whether he can find it. Winter's Wrath comes in. And there it is. Well,
he's
Bertel
taking
just
0 damage.
I think he's being healed. As now he's just going to ult Umpty away. Look to start off this battle first. He's down to 50% health, but there's the arrow to come in. Now Bertel's continuing the fight. Morgan, please help him! Please help him, Morgan! And Morgan will. The Lord has said that you shall live, Umpty. And Bertel shall as well.
Oh, the amount of time that buys Sandbox full control of the bot side of the map. Drake spawning in 15 seconds. Herald charging down mid. Wheeler is making a play.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp to come in. Henna does immediately get healed. He does have the cleanse as well, but Aurelia is just going to pick up the easiest double kill of her life. And Karras, I think he regrets that particular teleport as in between the turrets. He becomes Heimer food. And Liv Sandbox will take the turret, they'll take the Drake, they'll take the lives of 3 people, and they'll walk away. Karras does a bit of damage, but not really anything that Closer is too worried about. This game is completely out of Bro's control right now. They're going to need a miracle as there's a flash from Closer. The arrow's going to connect as well as the wish comes down, but Closer does not care about your wishes or your hopes and dreams. He just wants to push you back towards your base, and he'll pick up the kill onto Effort as well. Envy just splitting in that mid lane. Morgan desperately trying to save the remnants of this game. Like that, so I could have looked silly.
Hold up. Morgan going in.
Yeah, let's see. Speaking of teleports, Umpty finds himself in amongst a lot of people. And now the flawless duet doesn't quite connect there as Morgan flashes for the counter-strike. There's the Glacial Prison closer. He's now just going to try and blade surge his way around this one, and eventually he will fall. Karis eventually manages to flash, as well as Bro. They may have done it. They may have found a fight. As Bertle will survive, the rockets sail by as well as Kyle marks the end of that scuffle. Could you call it a team fight? One person died. I guess you can, as now the nature will be grasping the straws at this point in time. There's not a whole lot they can do without their super fed Aurelia. That's what Journey told me. As, all right, Karis getting hit by an arrow again. And doesn't really mind about it again, as okay, Ingo's closer effort just going to get obliterated. There's the stopwatch as well. Nature's Grasp comes in, keeps them all tied down so closer can get these autos through. Umpty tanks for a really long time, but it's not enough. And Karis just doesn't have the damage. Morgan having to get out of there as well, as Kyle's the one to get that flash and take him down. Willa chasing after Karis here, who blast cones himself to Narnia, but Willa twisted advances, so he's gonna follow him. There's a gravity field. He's trying to at least buy some space and get the yakety sacks ready. This game is ridiculous. Bertle is going to come through and finish off the kill.
He just had to figure out how to use the Atlas, as overall the game,
it's like
unfortunately, it's dissolving in front of Brion's eyes. Baron's gonna get started up here, and it was already in a bad state, but that might very well be the killing blow. Envy.
Effort. You can do it. You can do it, buddy.
No!
Oh my goodness.
Oh god. He keeps me upsetting.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, MD. Absolutely robbed. As all right, the Baron is going to be taken. Where to Brion? Don't exist anymore. Brion are still in this game.
Especially with the Gore Drinker, as we saw previously as well, how long she stayed alive even when she was focused.
Well, Arrow is going to pierce the heavens as Morgan looking for Bertle once again. Umpty on a mega flank. Gets the knockback though, and Effort is in so much trouble. He will be evaporated. And Bertle, he's able to run it out. He gets the ult. Karis is dove upon, as Closer is going to find one as well. Live Sandbox. This is the end. They have marked it. The time is up. Bro, they had a decent effort in games 1 and 2. Able to win game 1, able to mainly win game 2, but in game 3, they were barely allowed to play the game. Live Sandbox will take this decider, and they will move to 3rd place in the LCK.
And Sandbox going to showcase here that we thought that the game against D+ Kia was indicative of what this team was going to go through for the rest of the split. You know, a passenger on the Chovy death train, which I think at the time, obviously in hindsight, you can't really judge adequately the impact that he had, but seeing all those players then come together, and again, this is Brion. For Sandbox, we still don't really know where they slot in. We have yet to see them against one of the... Well, actually we did. It was against D+, but I repressed that memory because it was so bad.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-sun for the POG interview, joined by the solo POG on the side of Live Sandbox Closer. The crowd is so happy to invite you to the stage. How do you feel? You got your 3rd straight win of the LCK Spring Split, and you are now the POG leader currently. How do you feel? This is like my first time being the POG leader. I mean, my teammates are doing a great job. I want to say thank you to all of them. It's their credit, you know, no doubt, and I'm just so happy. And you say you never want to lose to Karis, your best friend. How does that feel? Karis is also so talented, so I was a little bit nervous going up against him, but, you know, I think we had a great game together. It was a lot of fun. We had a very long 3 games between you and Bro. We had, you know, the latest first blood of the season, the longest game of the season. Is that because of the comp, or is that because of the fact that Bro was being really solid? I mean, yeah, it's partly because of the comp, but recently we have been just having a lot of 3-game series, so maybe just like our problem, you know. So I hope we can get rid of those kind of issue and become a lot cleaner when it comes to getting a match win. Let's rewind all the way back to game number 1. Ashe support, Kasada, Nocturne. We had a lot of new picks, especially Nocturne in the jungle. However, you guys were not able to connect that into a game win. Yeah, that was the strategy we kind of prepared, but it didn't work. So we were like, yeah, just go back to what we normally do. So we kind of worked on our draft and got ready for game 2. And you actually let Hannah play Varus for 3 games in a row, and also the Lord Morgans, Renekton was also let through 3 games in a row. Does that reflect Lip Sandbox's kind of confidence? We kind of figured like we can actually deal with that. And we were also pretty confident too. And then in game 2, after we saw that Renekton, we had Fiora as an answer. Well, Fiora cannot really do a great job early on in lane. Could you tell us about the Fiora pick? Yeah, I mean, for sure, Fiora does struggle early on in lane, but you know, Bertle was like, I can just like play aggro on the side lane all day long in the late game. So we trusted him, and yeah, we relied on his late game potential on the side lane. I also have a question about a champion in game 3, Irelia. You know, there was Jax, Sejuani, Soraka can silence you, but why is Irelia in mid? Yeah, I mean, we were talking about, you know, going for a mage champion on the mid lane, but that's no fun, you know. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for Irelia, just trust me, guys. And then they believed in me. And we have another question about your Irelia. What does Irelia mean to you? You know, it's my spirit animal, something like that. My forever friend. And I heard Ryu is having a birthday today, and you know, we saw this little bit of a ceremony on your entrance, and you guys having a sign saying your birthday present will be a victory. Any birthday wish over to him? I'm pretty sure he was pretty nervous watching us lose game number 1, but I'm so glad that we were able to get a comeback, and I want to keep winning with you, Ryu. Let's go. And your next opponent is Nongshim Red Force. If you take them down one more time, it's gonna be 4-match winning streak. I saw one of the Fiesta's interview, and then he was like, Closer, I can kind of lock him in on the mid lane, but I will be the one locking you in the mid lane, and I'll be just controlling the map. So be ready for that. And lastly, before we go, any message for all the fans supporting you guys? Thank you so much for showing up, and we will continue this streak. Thank you. And this will be the end of the interview from Closer and back to the space. Thank you.